be a carry. So yeah, not one of those heroes which is going to go in and just try to blow somebody up to start a fight. Definitely a more spread damage carry. And just going to try and win out the team fights here.
There's no cheap item that a core buys that goes, right guys, this is my moment, let's break the early game. So I think that's where...
Do you think...
Oh, very vulnerable.
Run, Lucas, run. Oh, that was so greedy.
They have shots?
Yeah, I think he might be dead here. And deservedly so. His smoke popped and he was like, maybe I'll stick around. Maybe get the wound. But yeah, he is going to die. Right click comes in from Panto. And that'll be a first blood going to Aurora.
I mean, he'll be on boot camp, so he won't have that.
Oh no. Kind of low down here, but Mary, he's going to be the first one to fall as the tag team comes through, doing enough damage. Lucas trying to finish the kill, but cannot get over to Mira, and they will be left wanting. A good harassment coming out from Lucas. He is the only hero with any health left in this lane right now.
That's really,
just leave.
That's rough for Storm.
Yeah, that's really bad. That should start to see a much bigger difference happening in this mid lane.
Nightfall.
Mary's just being followed by top lane. Sorry, there's all sorts of action going on right now as Yayo does fall. That will be Palantimos dying. Nightfall on very low HP, but he does not care. He's going to run down this Shaman as well, but can't quite go into tower. Not just yet. But Panto, he's just going to be able to bring him down the old-fashioned way. A couple of clicks, a couple of sprouts. Nightfall doesn't even need to dive the tower.
Yeah, that's the power.
Going to have to very sad walk back to base as we have a kill down to Lucas at the bottom side. Toronto, Tokyo, and Miro going absolutely crazy down here. And now Snowball in. Another kill coming. In comes Panto just to make sure he can secure this one for the team. That'll be another kill going the way of Aurora. This laning phase is an absolute disaster right now. 0 and 7.
It kind of looks like they were posing for a dive, but they weren't. Oh,
yeah, they want in. They want in bad, and no TPs available at all on the side of Quantum except for the Oracle, and yeah, that ain't gonna work. Going for Kiyotaka in the middle lane, but Kiyotaka just happily gonna waste the coil here to keep himself alive as they race over towards the rune, but Icrad's gonna be able to grab this one. Emptiness is ready as well, so really securing the first active rune for Icrad. He's got no BKB to TP out with yet, so doesn't want to quite go for that one. Alright, that was my one.
It's like how the spell is like dragging that point into the fight. Like, I must use it, must use it, must use it.
Uh-oh. Here it comes. She doesn't even need to. It's level 5 on the Brewmaster. Just let him die. And by the way, Leo's just dying down in the bottom lane to Toronto Tokyo solo by the looks of it.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, solo kill for Toronto Tokyo. Very casual stuff.
The Jackpot is carry. 0 and 5.
Oh, here's the Doom. Oh, cool.
Yeah. Well, it's 11 for 1 Nomad. It's 4,000 gold lead.
What did I say? 20 minutes and a 16-minute game. That was my desire.
Yeah.
And it looks like we may be getting the 16-minute game first. I don't know. They're going to fall. Nightfall now on a killing spree.
My guy's sitting at only 1 kill, nothing else. No deaths, no assists. We're yet to even have to really talk about him as a hero.
Get the amplified damage, but nice coil coming down onto the 3 of them. In comes a Dawnbreaker as well, smashing Iconrad into oblivion. Bye-bye Mary and Emptiness as well. 3 heroes just reduced to dust under Toronto Tokyo.
Because like anyone could participate, you do get these like moments where team that comes through the 2nd open qualifier in the 3rd place decider match.
Oh, Big Snake.
Okay, yep, I'm seeing it.
Big Snake, guys. Oh, Toronto Tokyo. Yep, okay, Big Snake's actually doing it. They've killed off Toronto Tokyo. Looking at Kiyotaka as well. Kiyotaka still has health to work with, though. Turning it around, comes in Mira and punching up Yayo, but Gyro's entering the mix as well. Kiyotaka very low, especially if these first strike hits come through, and they will. Oh, Puck! Kiyotaka's going to go down as well. 3 heroes down on the side of Aurora. They get a little bit greedy. They do not respect Big Snake.
Well, not only that, they have completed the pipe on the Dawnbreaker. So a couple of the Puck. Gonna find the Shaman and the Storm Spirit. This Big Snake.
But of course, the Dawnbreaker is going to respond. Oh, Snowball from Mira actually catches some Icarad. That is a big pick off here. I thought it was just going to be the Shaman, but Mira very well positioned.
Right, who's going to get the last hit on the snake? Anyone calling for it? Or is it a free-for-all? It does feel like it's very close to go time. Of course, Mira just needs to finish the Blink Dagger if he is going to die top lane.
Well, the Dawnbreaker Grot coming in, it might not be the case, although they're not leaving here. Split comes out. They want to take this fight, and they might well find it as Mira's going to fall. TP out from Panto, not going to be successful. He will die as well. It's just 2 supports, but Emptiness, he's looking in for more. And then comes a big snake right on top of Toronto Tokyo's head. Toronto Tokyo, not really much mana to work with either, and doesn't even get a chance to use any spells. He is gone as well.
And now Nightfall's here, under a ward.
Okay. Yeah, this is not clean gameplay coming out from Aurora at the moment, but hold the phone. BKB comes out, looking to turn around. Doom out onto the Gyrocopter. Gyro, he's just going to keep going here, trying to fight up. Puck, do you really want this action? I don't think you want this smoke. He certainly does not. Gets himself away, and here's 4 heroes dead on the side of Aurora. Who knows? But either way, they are still ahead. They still have an Aegis. Things are okay, and Lucas is making a pretty big mistake here in the middle lane, but let's see if they can recover from this. The False Promise does come down, and they're just trying to throw the heals down from Mary. I'm not sure it's going to be enough, though, and it is not. Lucas explodes on the backlines. Snake comes down, but I don't know how much it's going to do. Emptiness trying to hold his ground here, trying to kill off Panto, and Panto will die to it, to be fair. It clicks like hell. But it is a 3-for-1 trade at the moment, and not a very convincing one at that. Einkarad is trying to play around here with Kiyotaka, and he's doing a pretty good job at laying some damage into this little pucky guy. But blink away, Kiyotaka will be fine.
Against Tybound, 12 days ago, they beat Liquid on an online tournament, right? So it's not as if he's played this a lot, so maybe there's still some growing pains in the playstyle, but once they find it, it is very, very strong.
Another day, another Doom onto Lucas up here in the top side. Once again, Mary will be there and start throwing down the heals, but he just can't do enough to keep the Gyrocopter alive. There is going to be far too much damage coming out here, and the Gyro will fall. Mary also going to die. Nightfall grabbing the double. And you just need to leave Icarad. He recognizes that, and he gets out of there. Emptiness also trying to slip away in the sidelines into the night. Does get seen, though, by Kiyotaka. Nice blink reactions. TP in the trees. Kiyotaka will not be coiling him today. So, okay.
It's like a 8 out of 10.
Yeah.
Oh, they're down the pizza 8.2 out of 10.
Shaman going to get dropped in the backline. The Doom comes out onto the Storm Spirit. A very good Doom target indeed. Once again, Oracle throws down the ulti. Can the Gyro can do anything with this? No, he cannot. He can run away. That's what he's going to do. I think when they respawn on the Storm, you've got your last fight coming up for content. Oh, and Lucas is being hunted here as well. Pantimos gets brought down. Lucas.
There he is.
Yeah, he's in a little bit of trouble here. BKB is available, so there's just too much damage coming down now, though. He is going to die.
And the punch to prevent the TP, so yeah, very, very difficult there for Quantum. I'm looking at like support to support. One support's close to a Hex, the other one's got just a Glimmer Cape. Then you got a Blink on the Shaman, but Mira's got Blink and a BKB. It's 30,000 gold. It is night and day what the teams have.
It's a 30,000 gold lead where it's also a 42% gold lead, which we don't really talk about too much in cast, but I think that's a kind of bigger title. Is they are going to try and go on to Panto here in the backlines, but Mira coming in. They are just eating these pandas right now. Those guys are going extinct, and they're just destroying them. Yeah, forced to go back into his regular form, which is going to make him way weaker in the fight. Emptiness dead on the backlines. Kiyotaka's doing what he wants. Doom out onto the Gyrocopter as well, so he can't play the game. Everybody's just dropping. They can't even kill Panto. Absolute destruction in the bottom side of the map. Iconrad doing what he can, but what he can do is absolutely nothing. Game probably done.
But no, man, the Quantum creeps. They're hitting the Ancient. I don't know why they...
Not this again. Throw back to Series 1. GG is called, and game number 1 thoroughly going to Aurora. A 35k gold advantage by the end of the game. Aurora never really let it slip out of their hands. Nightfall just an insanely consistent. Kiyotaka as well. Both of them 10-1, clicking creeps, doing what they needed to do. And never really faltering too much. Bit of control, bit of team fight. I'm not hating what I'm seeing.
I don't mind it for the fact that Medusa felt somewhat unanswered, right? You throw in a Darkseer, as expected, farm across the board. Everyone's having a pretty good time. Got a single lane where I'm like, oof, that's so much worse than it should be. Like the Magnus has some soft pressure on him from the Jakiru. Mira is getting chased down by the Jakiru. Nice
yep, looking like that's going to be a kill for Mary. Bringing down Mira. And actually a first blood as well, so support on support first blood. A little unusual, as Kiyotaka getting very aggressive onto Icarad in the middle lane. This pressure's about to move mid here as we approach the 6-minute mark, so see what happens. Mary coming down. They're all moving onto Icarad here, but the jump in the backlines from the support just trying to blow up Mira straight off the bat. Huge damage coming out from the Jakiro as they will take down Mira, and actually Icarad gets that kill, which is a pretty big win for the Bristleback here. There's not a whole lot he could do, and it will be Kiyotaka that gets the rune. Of course, doesn't have a bottle, so no resources refilled, but a double damage could come in big with all these heroes hanging around. Damn, Emptiness is going for this right now. You got to be careful, little bug. Yeah, he's going to get X'd up and might just be dead. Bit of a misplay there from the Weaver. Getting a little bit carried away by the armor, starting to stack up onto Panto.
To then get items to try and put Aurora through the team fight. But they're not farming that effectively compared to what they could be, right? Maybe that will help. Going on
down to the bottom side. Ice Path is going to miss, but it kind of zones him into an awkward direction anyway. With the right click coming through from Lucas, they will pick up this kill onto Mira. This will leave the tower vulnerable. Anto trying to come across, but you've got to think twice about it. For the first time, Mary and Emptiness are actually like linking up and playing together very nicely.
Anchored like, guys, they're stacked. You didn't make them, but I'll take them.
Yeah, I don't think taking these stacks is going to be super easy here. Panto, though, killing him is going to be super easy. Icarad brings him down. They see the tombstone on the high ground as well, so they'll be taking that one out. Mary's going to grab that, and yeah, Icarad now with this kill coming down. No tombstone, they'll kill him, but of course Panto respawning immediately with a ceaseless dirge. And now they come running up the high ground. Kiyotaka says absolutely not. You do not get to take these, as he comes in with a nice Tidebringer to start this one off. Mary, though, with the Ice Path coming down. Kiyotaka, it's actually getting kind of low. The Weaver doing work. He can't stick around too much longer. Nightmare to save Kiyotaka, but Yayo jumps in, finishes the kill. They were even bringing Nightfall across this one, but look at Nikenrad in the backlines. He's just taken the Ancients all by himself. He's already done the damage. Toronto Tokyo turns it on. That doesn't skewer. Can't get him. Of course, you wait this long for your first big timing on the Bristle. You'll be playing into this Blink Dagger on the Magnus, which is going to make things pretty difficult. X marks onto Yayo. He could be in some trouble here. Drops down the wall of Replica. He has got himself a 20 wand and a Healing Lotus to work with, so doesn't really feel too scared. So the illusion is doing absolutely nothing to Kiyotaka. Icarad coming in, but there's a blade mail picked up from Kiyotaka, so he's kind of happy to start playing around with him, but I'm not sure he should be. He's getting real low on armor right now. If Icarad can get some hits off on him, then it's going to really hurt, but he's going to be able to get the swarm off, and now they turn around with a grip out onto Icarad under the tower. Icarad still okay for now. The vacuum cancelling out the skewer or the RP from Toronto Tokyo, but he finds it anyway. Gets a kill onto the Bristle. Emptiness still trying to fight up Winston dying. He just can't get enough of Panto. He wants him, and he wants him bad, but he won't be finding. RP comes out just onto the Darks here. Not the most impact I've ever seen, but Panto's still alive for now as he continues. Oh, big damage coming out onto Emptiness. Nice angle there from Kiyotaka, along with the decay from Panto. That will get them that kill.
Any hero on the map right now will disappear from this this 3-man smoke gang.
He wants to see who's coming through this portal, and he sees the entire Dire team and gets dusted and grabbed. Unlucky. Lucas could save him. I think that probably wouldn't be a good idea. Like I said, heals coming through. Arena's down. Wall's down as well. And now in comes the RP. Nightfall there with the Stone Gaze to follow up with as well. But it's doing enough. They've already taken down one. Lucas goes for the Sunder onto Kiyotaka. Kiyotaka getting a little low now as they can maybe... Oh, Ice Path just about catches him on the edge. They'll need a little bit more though, and that is their only stun. But they've got the damage. They'll take him down. Kiyotaka dies. Lucas has a successful fight. Medusa just has to slither herself away. Gonna kill off these swarms, but the swarm's got a decently long cooldown, I guess, so step up here. That's timing pretty off the mark there for the X mark from Kiyotaka, and that means the Jakira is absolutely fine, and he's now got a lead. TP out, there comes, oh, it's the Darks here from the sidelines, Vacuum is there. Kiyotaka dies. Toronto Tokyo going full playmaking mode. Let's see if it pays off for him. It is
There's
slightly
no
high
things
risk.
to care about, right? Oh, it grabbed the TV.
Oh, it immediately pays off. Jumping onto Lucas there. Yeah, throw down the RP as well. Absolutely. Kill off that Terrorblade. And, you know, you weren't ready for the Aghanims. I think that would have made more sense, but kind of showing that Aurora had no idea that was happening. Again, maybe underestimating Quantum a little bit and starting to perhaps turn things around a bit. There we go. Here comes the Horn Toss onto Mary and onto the Darkseer as well as Nightfall enters a fight, drops the Stone Gaze and starts trying to get off some damage, but doesn't really have the targets at the moment. It's a little bit awkward. There's a grip coming out onto Emptiness, but the vacuum wall onto 3. It's nice. Is it good enough? Mira's going to drop for now, and they'll jump forward onto the next target, and that is going to be the Medusa who's TPing out of this one. Nightfall is gone, and Kiyotaka, though, on his own in a completely isolated position here, he is going to die. That is 2 big heroes dead on the side of Aurora, and a large portion of the map given up to Quantum to allow them to keep on pushing.
Backing in for the ice path is like, okay, yep.
Global vacuum.
And Nightfall has Babe. They have damage now.
Gets sundered up, but a nice grab here onto the Bristleback on the tide lines, and it's actually going to be Iconrad going down. Nice isolation there from Toronto Tokyo. Good distraction from Kiyotaka as well, though he is still low, so got to be a little bit careful. Can't see most on Lucas, running away on the side. Mary as well, going to throw down that ice path just to try and slow them down, but Toronto Tokyo, he's looking, he's hunting, he's searching, and what will he be finding? They're actually running up here. They want to try and kill off Kiyotaka. That's a brave play, my friends, but it is going to work out at least for now. Will they be punished? So far, absolutely not. Being chased by this Medusa illusion and these TB illusions, there is a scary army here from Quantum, and Panto, he's going to meet it head on, and that's not going to end well for him. He's gone. No Caesar Sturge either. He's out for good as Mira being chased. Oh, it does actually come off cooldown. There we go. Mira, he's dead as well. Yayo grabs that kill. It's another victory for Quantum. Toronto Tokyo still waiting. Iconrad feels like he doesn't really care if he gets jumped. Dangling, poking, posturing, being annoying, going in with the Bristleback as well, using the active. Nullified once again. Nightfall, he wants him, and he goes chasing. They found themselves a good situation. The vacuum back from the Darkseer creates a whole bunch of illusions and a whole lot of mess on the screen right now. Nobody's really dying here. Kiyotaka's getting kind of low. There's a grip coming out onto the Bristle. Bristle will be your first casualty. Emptiness running away on the back lines. This is enough to force back Quantum, although they still want to try and take this fight. Emptiness being moved around by the Nightwalkers. A nice path from the low ground onto Kiyotaka. He's getting very low here. Emptiness, he wants to finish the job so badly. He will do it. It costs him his life, but absolutely worth it. A TP out from Toronto Tokyo is going to get him to safety. Nightfall also pulling the parachute cord on this one. They will leave on Aurora once again, submitting the fight over towards Quantum as Lucas takes out Mira.
It's all a matter of the tombstone, I think. At the start of that fight, because that tombstone doesn't get killed off, Quantum, and it's a high ground checkpoint. Oh, wait a second, the fight continues to go to the 9. Back up to 3.
Reset, but the RP coming down onto the 2 of them, but where is the follow-up damage? It's not there because Mary's there. Ice Path in response stops the Medusa being able to follow up, but Lucas, he's sort of in a weird spot right now. The Medusa is just constantly pecking away at him. He's going to go and use the Sunder, but of course doesn't really do much to Nightfall, but they found Toronto Tokyo on the sides. They'll bunch him away. He doesn't actually get out the scoop. He gets interrupted by the Hurricane Pike. Pretty nice from Lucas there. The unconventional use of the melee Hurricane Pike.
He's Xing himself for the wave, and with the Basher, this TP...
Not guaranteed.
He actually doesn't know that
it's not guaranteed. Oh no, Kiyotaka, the BKB. It doesn't work out. The reveal on the Basher is going to seal his fate. Good night, Conker.
Silver lining, he has buyback.
Nightfall's kind of just unstoppable at the moment. That's a huge starting point. Oh, here we go though. In comes the Horn Toss onto the 2 of them. Wow, she is just stuck near in this one as well, and he's going to be able to actually get himself away back over. Now it's Kiyotaka getting sort of low. A lot of damage coming out from the high ground, but there's a save coming out from the tombstone, and got to be careful with Iconrad as once again Emptiness on the sidelines does get caught out. But that is rip used onto the Weaver. They're going to use this opportunity to kill off the Tombstone, and Nightfall, he's getting very low indeed. Cheese given over to him by a teammate. That's going to keep him going for now. Don't forget, still has the Aegis, so plenty of health still remaining, plenty of life still to come. But Doesn't want to lose that easily, but a grab onto Einkrad once again, grabbing it back with a massive vacuum coming down onto the 4 of them, but it doesn't make a difference. They've lost their bristle. With no buyback on the bristleback, things are about to get very scary. The scariest it's been so far for Quantum in this game.
You take the 2 racks, you full reset. In their minds, they can win the fight. They're starting to hit the RPs. They're starting to sync up. Kiyotaka.
Well, not without their Conquer, they won't. And it looks like Kiyotaka might have gotten caught out again. And that said, he buys himself a little bit of time, but the route is there. He's on fire. He is gone. Kiyotaka. What is happening? I was going to say, it was disturbingly late into the game when we actually went for this versus like a heavy illusion lineup, but I'm glad we finally now have.
Oh, jumping in.
Oop, BKB jump in. I mean, they're still going for him every single time. RP even committed as well, but the vacuum wall is good response from Yayo here, and is getting good damage off. They're going to have to save the Bane to start this fight. Iconrad's still alive in the front. Lucas having to actually back away from Nightfall, but now the Stone Gaze over, he can start really dealing the damage in these huge vacuums. You just get everybody every single time for free. Nightfall, he's running out of mana and he's running out of health. Up to the high ground, he shall go.
All right,
both teams are showing so much restraint at this point.
What are we going to buy on Kunkka to lose buyback, boss?
Pop the meta, and they're going to go onto Kiyotaka again. Kiyotaka, he goes for the middle wave, and he will die for it. It's just a problem that's been re-presenting itself over and over again. Kiyotaka cannot resist that middle wave.
Farm is fun. Nightfall though.
Whoa, Nightfall. Yeah, BKB. No TP.
Oh, BKB and Wolf. That's a new one.
Yeah, this is not the Nightfall.
That could be game breaking. So I'm voting for Helm of the Undying is needed.
Yeah, Helm of the Undying is like best game.
Ooh,
goodness, that is a big catch here from Toronto Tokyo. 2 cautious found. Second RP coming down as well. They have lost the TB, they've lost the Darkseer, and they've lost the Bristleback. There is no buyback on that Darkseer, by the way. Asleep at the wheel, Quantum, and Toronto Tokyo punishes heavily. Yeah, there's no RP, but that whole toss is still such a big threat. Nightfall, he didn't use anything there. Stone Gaze is still up and running as Icarite going in the backlands like a lunatic. Terrorblade's going to buy back into this one. He knows they won't be able to deal with him. If Medusa wants to take the buildings, she's got to focus on those. And in comes Lucas on the backlands as well, trying to look in for the Undying, but they've gotten the Mega Creeps now on the side of Aurora. They will lose Panto. They won't be losing anybody else for now. Cease's Dirge coming out as well, allowing him to respawn. Now the question becomes, can they kill Nightfall? And the answer comes yes, because he has no TP. So, sorry guys, no hype here.
This is actually so much better than we could have asked for, because
dude,
now
this is the best game of the qualifiers so
like
far.
The Darkseer now had
playing Kiyotaka. By the way, I love that Jakira still has Tumblr's Toya to 16 minutes into the
Let's
game.
look at this clock real quick. 21. 3 seconds off. All right, I'll take that. You know, that's like a B grade, I think.
I can't help but feel Quantum. They wanted to get some neutrals before this started.
Kiyotaka.
Ooh, Iconrad can actually get one, but he's in the middle of a fight right now, so that's probably not going to happen as he's surfed away from this. Lucas getting onto Panto. Panto will be die. Although I say that, in comes the Tombstone. Can he keep himself alive here? They're struggling to finish the job, but there's Lucas dealing the damage from the side. They've got to kill off another Tombstone now. Nightfall, he's in. Toronto Tokyo on top of Lucas. There's the RP coming out onto him. He's in trouble. He needs some help, and he's not going to find it. No buyback available. The return kill comes out onto Toronto Tokyo, but Nightfall's completely untouched during this, and there's a lovely, lovely grip out onto the Darkseer, who still doesn't have buyback from this. This might be the end. They might just go for the finish here. Aurora, what's going to stop them realistically? Mary is dead. Roshan, they could consider it if they wanted it. Buyback from Toronto Tokyo, and yet they're going to want everything in their pockets to go for this. Nope, never mind. Nightfall just wanted to bait Panto and to get him beaten up by Roche. They're going for it.
It's because Kiyotaka's in mid lane. Oh
god.
We know see that mid laner running it down mid.
So let's see. They're trying to set up for something fun here. Emptiness is in the tree line. He's looking for an opportunity to get off that Aghanim's Fiend, the time lapse. They've got to time it perfectly, and he kind of does, not really making a difference. As I say that, they're getting so very low. The quills are stacking up, but it's not enough. They had a dream, they had a plan, it didn't work out. A great game from Quantum, but ultimately Aurora, they do close it out. They do find the finish. 2-0 Aurora, but it does not feel like it, T.
I've never felt so uncomfortable at the conclusion of a series before. Like, sure, Aurora, they show their, you know, their experience to be able to eventually win out this game. What a game!
Oof,
What a
indeed.
Again, I'm just speechless. You know, I'm just like, oof.
Oh.
Everything that could have happened in the Dota game happened. There was deaths without buybacks. There was buybacks with, you know, multiple deaths. There was, you know, TPs out, BKB TPs out.